With so much happening in the NBA every night, it can be hard to remember what happened yesterday, let alone everything that went down over the past years. Today, I'm going to show you NBA best moments. Before the video begins, please give it a like, and if you want to see more, please subscribe to the channel. Now, let's begin. Linsanity 2012. If this list was counting down the most unlikely moments of the decade, Linsanity would have been number 1. Considered a fringe NBA player at best, Lin only got his chance out of sheer desperation on coach Mike D'Antoni's part, and his big break came right before the team was reportedly planning on cutting him. Lin dropped 25 points, 5 rebounds, and 7 assists in his breakout game against the Nets, sending MSG into absolute raptures. That was the start of a Lin-fueled 7-game winning streak for the previously awful Knicks, one of which included Lin dropping 38 on the Lakers. Havlicek stole the ball. Even if you can't pinpoint the play, you remember the call. The raspy voice of Johnny Most roaring when John Havlicek, the guts of Boston's 60s championship teams, lured Hal Greer into lobbing an ill-fated pass toward Chet Walker late in Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Havlicek tipped it to Sam Jones, and Jones ran out the clock, springboarding the Celtics into the NBA Finals. Russell Westbrook becomes the second player in NBA history to average a triple-double across an entire season, 2017. Very few of us ever thought anyone would replicate Oscar Robertson's season-long triple-double average, but Russell Westbrook defied the odds and managed the feat in 2016-17 and was crowned league MVP in the process. After averaging triple-doubles in the following 2 seasons as well, Robertson only did it once. Westbrook was putting up such consistently giddy numbers that he started to desensitize us all to triple-doubles and large stat lines in general. Westbrook's numbers and all-around play have long been a polarizing topic, with accusations of stat padding being hurled from all 4 corners of the Twitter sphere, and Westbrook unable to translate those stats into meaningful postseason success. But from a purely statistical standpoint, his achievements were undeniably impressive. Willis Reed walks through the tunnel in Game 7. On a non-contact play, Reed, the league's regular season MVP, tore the tensor muscle up around his thigh during Game 5 of the 1970 NBA Finals. After the Lakers beat the Reed-less Knicks in Game 6, knotting the series 3-3, Reed took 3 injections of Corbicaine to numb the leg and be available for Game 7. Though he dragged the leg and scored just 4 points, his mere presence electrified the Madison Square Garden crowd and his team as the Knicks won their first NBA title. The Warriors go 73-9 in 2016. The Bulls' 72-10 record was never meant to be broken, but in 2016, the Warriors did exactly that. Steph Curry won his 2nd consecutive MVP award that year, and the Warriors had never looked more unstoppable. The fact that they were so committed to breaking the record was remarkable in itself, especially considering the dip in motivation traditionally experienced by reigning champion squads, as well as the reluctance of teams to overexert their players during the regular season. Oh, and shout out to Steve Kerr, who is a member of both the 72 Bulls and the 73-9 Warriors. Dr. J dunks on Michael Cooper. Irving nearly decapitated elite Lakers defender Cooper, whose head almost collided with the bottom of the backboard in trying to stop the dunk. But nothing was stopping Dr. J on that play in transition. In one of the most graceful plays you'll ever see, Julius Irving stole, dribbled, cradled, and cocked the ball back with his right hand alone before gliding in the hoop for an enormous dunk that's still viewed as one of the best ever. The Sixers also went on to beat the Lakers for the title that year when the teams met again. The Decision 2010. Many assumed that with LeBron James going on national TV to announce his free agency decision in 2010, he had to be going back to Cleveland. There was no way he would leave America's most tortured sports city and his hometown, or close enough to it, in such brutal, public, and blatantly cruel fashion. But he did. The decision was so ill-conceived and poorly received that it took years for James's reputation to recover, and the only thing that truly fixed it was his return to Cleveland 4 years later. The Shot. Going into the Bulls' 1989 first-round series with the Cavaliers, Jordan had already recorded the highest playoff scoring average in NBA history. Then he topped that one with the most iconic shots of his career. A gravity-defying series-winning jumper over Craig Ello. Just as memorable as the shot itself was Jordan's celebration. "I never saw it go in," Jordan said at the time, "but I knew right away from the crowd's reaction, silence, that it was good." Kevin Durant joins the Warriors, 2016. Kevin Durant joining the Warriors, which was only made possible by a dramatic cap spike, ruined the NBA's competitive balance in one fell swoop. It didn't matter how good other teams were. They were never going to beat out a squad that could roll out Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, and Andre Iguodala. When healthy, these dudes were always going to win every single year they were together. And not only did Durant's move to Golden State destroy league parity, it destroyed Durant's reputation. And now he's widely viewed by fans as the guy who took the easy way out, the coward who couldn't stand up to the rival gang and decided to join them instead. The ongoing outrage and disrespect that stemmed from Durant's decision remains truly immense. LeBron's Cavs come back from 3-1 down to beat the Warriors in the finals, 2016. It wasn't just that LeBron James returned to end Cleveland's little drought, it's how he did it. The Cavs' performance in the 2016 finals marked one of the greatest comebacks in sporting history, and was capped off with one of the best defensive plays we've ever seen. No one in their right mind would have thought they had a chance down 3-1 against a squad which had just gone 73-9 and staked a legitimate claim as the greatest team of all time. But James, Kyrie Irving, and the Cavs fought all the way back and knocked off one of the most dominant teams ever in the league's most imposing arena. Kemp dunks all over Alton Lister. The most vicious dunk in NBA playoff history had a backstory. In Game 2 of a 1992 first-round series between the Seattle Supersonics and Warriors, 7-foot journeyman Alton Lister shoved Shawn Kemp in midair. A brawl broke out, and Lister's Warriors won the game. A few days later, with the Sonics up 2-1, Kemp caught a pass on the perimeter, took one dribble, and unleashed a dunk that sent Lister tumbling toward the baseline. As if that wasn't bad enough, Kemp then crouched down and pointed 2 fingers right in Lister's face. Basketball revenge in its all-time finest form. Reggie Miller scores 8 points in 9 seconds. The math and the odds are mind-blowing no matter how many times you replay the clip. 8 points in 9 seconds? Miller did it in May 1995, leading the Pacers to a stunning 107-105 playoff victory over the Knicks at Madison Square Garden. First, a Miller three-pointer with 16.4 seconds to play. Then, a Miller steal on the inbounds and another 3, tying the game with 13.2 seconds left. The Knicks gagged, 2 missed free throws by John Starks, a missed jumper by Patrick Ewing. Miller got fouled and finished the scoring spurt with 2 free throws. The Pacers won the series in 7 games. Thank you for watching, and please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and enable post alerts to view more of our future videos. After saying that, keep watching our videos, and I'll speak with you in the next one.